So today we're gonna talk about when we worked at McDonald's, how it was, if it's worth working there, and what's true and not true. We're gonna do a little background story about like how we worked there. So he started working there first. It was his first job, and he started working during school. So we're gonna talk about that later, about working during school. But he started working about 2 months before school ended, and then I started working in May. So by the end of the month, I was like, I want to quit. So I was talking to him like, should we stay? I kind of don't want to work here no more. It's, not what I expected. And yeah, he quit. So I worked there during the summer because I worked a little bit during school, and then after basically until August, and I quit. So I have a little list of some things we're gonna go through, and the number one thing that I feel like everybody always asks is, why is the ice cream machine always broken?
What happens is when people fill it up, they fill it up too much and they mess it up.
So
At least that's what the manager told me. So
yeah, so I'm not really sure. I will be like taking orders, and the manager just be like, the ice cream's not working, so make sure you don't,
no ice
take
cream.
orders.
No milkshakes and no ice cream.
But the next one is McDonald's clean or dirty? Behind the scenes and, where y'all sit at. So, where we worked at, I actually worked at 2 McDonald's. But the McDonald's that I mainly worked at, which was Spencer, yeah, they like to keep it pretty clean. They want, when you're not doing anything, they're like sweep, mop, wipe down the tables, keep the area clean. So behind the scenes, it's also the same thing. Like the coffee machine isn't cleaned.
Yeah, it doesn't get cleaned.
It's never cleaned. Literally, if you order coffee, it's unless they wash it when we're not there.
Well, they do wash it sometimes.
They do. Sometimes, but it's the same coffee pot every single time. The coffee machine is not cleaned, so you might want to be careful with coffee.
And then if you order a decaf, if they don't have like any more of the decaf packets, they just put water in there.
Yeah, literally, we don't have any more decaf. Like he said, we just make regular coffee and put water in it. One thing that is kinda messy is the bathroom. I don't know, I think that's like the dirtiest thing in McDonald's. Like he has a story all the time when some kids, don't know why, don't know how, I guess they're just nasty kids, and they spread their poop all over the walls,
they threw it on the ceiling. They tried to shoot it in the trash can and missed.
Yeah, so their poop was everywhere, and they made him clean it up. And that's disgusting. Like, I had to clean up poop before too, and pee, but not at McDonald's. I had another job where I had to do that. But I know how it feels, and it's disgusting. And yeah, like, don't be surprised if you see shit in McDonald's bathroom, because I don't know why people have a tendency to just, it's just, they just wipe it. I don't know what they be doing in the bathroom. So this is for people who want to work at McDonald's. Something that you won't be looking forward to is you are going to be put in a place for your shift, and you're most likely going to stay there.
Well, not every McDonald's is the same though.
Not every McDonald's is the same, but the one that we worked at, or both actually, the one I worked at and another one that I worked at, once you're put in that place,
one spot, you're there for
the whole freaking time. And it sucks, especially when you're working 8 hours, because I didn't work 8 hours at first. I worked about 5 to 6 hours, and when I worked full time, it sucked. I was taking orders not at the cash register, but at the drive-through, and you can't exactly go places. You gotta stay there whenever cars come. And yeah, your feet get tired. It's best to get like comfortable shoes, and you can't be on your phone, so it's not like you can.
Let's have an Apple Watch.
Yeah, if you have an Apple Watch, then you can like kind of pull it off.
The manager came back one time and see me on my Apple Watch, and he was like, "Are you on your phone?" I was like, "No, on my Apple Watch." He was like, "Oh, okay." I walked off.
So you're not supposed to have your phone whatsoever, because they will take it away and keep it until your shift's done with. So that's one thing that y'all might want to look out for. Make sure, another thing, keep track of your hours every single time. He didn't do that as much or at all. I did. I kept track of everything. But I actually have a more proven fact that they did not keep track of my hours, or they try to F me over basically. But the first time they messed up on one of my checks, they missed 11 hours. 11 hours of time that I worked, and that was money that was missing. So I was telling them, I'm missing, hours. How do y'all not? Because we literally scan our finger when we come into work. So it's like, I'm not understanding how it's missing hours when we check in ourselves. So they must be messing with our hours, That was the first time. The second time, I was missing 20 hours. So that was a whole nother thing. That's twice. That's almost 3 days of work that they just took out. I'm just like, I literally did not understand. So just remember, when you work anywhere, not even just at McDonald's, just anywhere, keep track of your hours. Yes, because sometimes they do F you over. Okay, the next thing is that I actually never got an interview. He got an interview, but I
didn't really get an interview.
You didn't really get an interview?
No, I just walked in and I was like, "Oh, hi, I'm blah, blah, blah. I'm Tyreke." They're like, "Okay, so when can you work?" I was like, "Blah, blah." And I was like, "All right, well, come in tomorrow. We'll give you your stuff to start." Oh, okay. That was it.
Well, when I had applied actually, but at the time I applied, my mom did not want me to have a job at all, and it was just, I basically applied to see if I would get the job, and I think I actually did. No.
They called.
Yeah, they had called me, and it was some technical difficulties, and I just never called them back. And then about a month later, my mom finally let me get a job, and there's a job fair. So I went to the job fair, and McDonald's was there, and I went up to them, and I was like, I actually applied like a month ago. I mean, you called me, but something happened, and just never called back. And they're like, oh, really? And they're like, oh, well, here's this paper, fill it out real quick. And it was for, the background check, and they did the background check, and they told me to go up there to get my uniform. And that was it. I never actually got an interview. So sometimes they just might give you the job just because they need people, because at the time they needed people.
Yeah, they're always hiring people.
Yeah. That's another thing. If you really need a job and you're desperate, McDonald's is your go-to. So this is for customers out there. Okay, the drive-thru. So I had to take orders. We both took orders through the drive-thru. And there's times where we can't hear y'all. And y'all get mad at us because we can't hear you. And when you go through a drive-thru, any drive-thru, talk loud, because sometimes we can't hear you. And it's not that we're deaf, it's like the microphone or whatever doesn't pick up most of what you're saying. So make sure you talk loud. Another thing that also bothers us when we did work at McDonald's is we'll say, hi, welcome to McDonald's. What can I get for you? Hello.
Give me a minute.
Yeah. All of a sudden, you're like, give me a minute. I'm like, can y'all tell me that you're there? Just say that.
Yeah, just
give
say
me
that.
a minute.
Yeah, right as soon as you say that, may I have a minute, please?
Or
instead of getting mad.
Yeah, or if, talk loud when you say it, because maybe the microphone didn't pick it up. Like, be patient with us. Talk loud. And that's it on that. Morning and evening shifts. So morning shifts, I worked both. I actually worked evening shifts first when I first started. And if you're working at McDonald's, I would honestly suggest working evening shifts and not morning. Because morning, it's more of the older people working in the morning. And people that, well, where we worked at, it was more of the managers that were always on it, you know, like
In the morning?
they cared so much about their job, which is good, dedication, you know, but that just meant they were harder on you.
Well, it's harder work,
Yeah, harder work, they're more on you, and in the evening shift where we worked at, they were a little bit more lenient. I would just suggest evening, and I think there's a lot less people that come in the evening, where, like I said, where we worked, a lot less people in the evening, but more people in the morning. So I don't know, that's just my opinion. If y'all prefer mornings, work mornings. So since we're on this topic already, one thing I'll say is it's going to be hard working during school, especially if you do sports, because you didn't play basketball at the time, but yeah.
Yeah, I didn't play basketball.
Yeah, he didn't play basketball, but he worked while at school. He would go to work at 4:30, and normally when you tell them like your schedule, you say, oh well, I have school, so I gotta leave earlier, you know. So his plan was to leave at 10. You said?
Yeah, 10.
Yeah, it was supposed to end at 10. They don't care about that.
Yeah.
So he would leave, like he said it
Not only
earlier.
that, by law, at least from my understanding, if you're a minor, you have to get off at 10. You have to clock out at 10.
You have to let them leave.
Yeah.
And they didn't do that. They just made you work until like 1 in the morning on school nights. So I would be careful with that. They didn't finally start listening to us until my mom came in and literally cussed them out. Literally told them that we have school, you should not be letting us out later than 10, blah blah blah, all that. I think they kind of hated us after that.
Yeah.
But you know,
It wasn't my mom.
yeah, but they finally, let us start leaving at the time we're supposed to. But I'll just let y'all know that if you don't want to work late, then probably suggest working weekends. Or sauce packets. This is for customers. So for those that come up to the drive-through window and get your food, and then you're like, can I get 5 ranches, or can I get 10 barbecue sauces? And then we're like, it's 11 cents each, and you're like, are you serious? 11 cents each? Why don't you just give it to me? I think y'all shouldn't get mad at the people that work there. I mean, we didn't make up the rules, or they didn't make up the rules, so you can't get mad at them for charging you for something that they had to do. And majority of the times, if they're charging you, it's because either the managers are right behind them and they gotta say that, because majority of the time when I worked there,
yeah, I always get all sauce for free.
I will give it to you for free, because I don't want to hear y'all. I literally didn't want to hear y'all complain, so I just give it to you. But if the manager was right behind me and they were on that, I would tell you it's 11 cents. You gotta pay for it. Working fries sucks, because I had to work fries and it was just for like 30 minutes to an hour. I was sweating my booty off.
Your booty
like,
cheeks.
It was hot, greasy, and working in that area, the plates are hot, so you'll like accidentally touch, something.
You do get burned.
It hurts. So I hated working fries. I'd rather be somewhere cooler, So I would say don't try to avoid fries if possible.
I see you do it. It's easy.
It's hot. Even though it may be somewhat easy. Oh, I hated kitty fries.
Oh yeah, that I didn't like
I
it because it's like
hate
these
kitty
tiny things.
The ones that go in
Gonna
the
fit like
kids'
4
meal.
fries in there.
Yeah, it's so hard to like dump it in there. I hated that so much. But anyways, yes, I would say avoid the fried section unless you're fine with being hot, yeah, and sweaty and greasy. So I have one more thing, which is fries with no salt. So we don't like it when people say it, fries with no salt. Well, the person with doing the fries doesn't like it because they gotta make a fresh batch, make sure no salts get in there, and we know the reason why y'all do it, which is for fresh fries.
Yeah.
If you do want fresh fries, like a for sure thing, say no salt. Yeah.
Say I have high cholesterol.
Yeah,
I can't take it.
But anyways, that was our say on working there and how it's like. And that's only a little like dose of it. We didn't even tell the whole thing. But I hope y'all enjoyed this video. I hope it helped with some people that are thinking about working at McDonald's.
Again, these opinions vary because our experience is different
than other people's.
So.
Yeah. So I hope y'all enjoyed the video. Thank you. And bye, guys.
Bye.